What's up, guys? It's you, and welcome back to the Creative Mega Project, where every week we will create a brand new Mega Pokemon and try to create something cool every week, every Sunday. It's here. It's cool. So let's jump into the rules for the Creative Mega Project, because that is vital to figure out what we're going to be creating. The first rule is only 100 total points can be added to a Pokemon's base stats. Rule number 2 is no points can be added to a Pokemon's base HP, as that is a precedent. We don't want to break that so far. Rule number 3 is each Pokemon can obtain a new typing, ability, and or moves. And rule number 4, no Pokemon can be broken, like Mr. Mega Kangaskhan, who's just chilling there. And I have broken in asterisks, because broken, I know, is very relative. And so I'm just going to try to create stuff that is not super broken, but is still very, very good and can compete in higher tiers such as UU and OU, and hopefully not get banned to Ubers. So anyway, the Pokemon that we're going to be creating Mega of this week is going to be Beeheyem. Beeheyem is currently chilling down there in the NU tier with a stat line of 75 and an HP, attack, and defense, 125 base points in special attack, 95 in special defense, and 40 in speed. As I said, in the NU tier, also has a pure Psychic typing, which is okay, with notable moves being Psychic, Thunderbolt, Psyshock, Calm Mind, Dark Pulse, Energy Ball, and Nasty Plot. Also has the abilities of Analytic, Telepathy, and Synchronize. Currently in NU, Beeheyem is kind of a lower used wall breaker, I guess, because people will just give it Analytics, slap some choice specs on it because it has base 40 speed. That makes it a very, very powerful special attacker. It'll run like Psychic, Thunderbolt, Energy Ball / Dark Pulse, and then like Signal Beam probably, or a hidden power of your choice. Very rarely are Calm Mind sets seen, because this Pokemon really, like, Beeheyem doesn't really have a whole lot of physical bulk to work with. Has some special bulk, respectable, but not enough to really warrant a lot of use out of like a Calm Mind set. And really, Beeheyem does have a lot of potential. It was introduced in Gen 5, and it does have the potential to be really cool, so I hope to bring it out in this Mega Evolution, which currently looks like this. Cool art here. As always, I will link the art in the description below for Mega Beeheyem to the artist's DeviantArt page. Thank you very much to the artist for letting me use this additionally. But looking at Mega Beeheyem's stats, of course we're adding 0 in HP, because that's the rule. 0 in attack, because it doesn't really need attack and it needs a lot of points elsewhere. We're going to bring its defense up to base 100, which are which is a pretty solid defense stat, so it can potentially run like Calm Mind or Nasty Plot. Also has base 170 special attack, and that is like Mega T-Tar levels of it. Like, that's the physical equivalent of that would be like, it's in between Mega T-Tar and Mega Mawile, so it's a very, very powerful special attacker. Also, we're gonna give it 30 extra base points in special defense, meaning that it's gonna get up to base 120 special defense, which is like 10 points lower than Gardevoir, and so it is a very, very good threat, and I think it's gonna end up in the OU tier if it does get this potential Mega Evolution. Also, I think it's gonna have a Psychic Steel typing, just because the way this was drawn, I think it looks like a Psychic Steel typing. It's either Psychic Steel or Psychic Dark, in my opinion. But for its notable moves, it's the same notable moves, but we're going to give it Flash Cannon for Steel Stab, which means it can run sets now with like the extra physical bulk of like Calm Mind, or it can run like Nasty Plot with Dual Stab, because it's a pretty good set of Dual Stab, which is walled only by Steel types, and I think that's it. I think it hits everything else in the metagame neutrally, which means that Mega Beeheyem could be a huge threat. It is weak to a lot of types, which will prevent it from being broken, because you have Knockoff running around rampant pretty much everywhere. You also have like Omnipresent Ground and Omnipresent Fire in the metagame, because you have the Charizards, both of the Mega Charizards. Then you have stuff like Lando I and Lando T running around, which can help to check this thing. You also have Gengar and Aegislash running around, which will hit it in Ghost type, which will hit it with Ghost Stab, which will do a lot of damage. And but anyway, we're going to keep its ability as Analytic, just because it's so slow. It really appreciates having an advantage to being this slow. And it also kind of forces its hand to not run Trick Room, because, like, coming off a base 170 power, or base 170 special attack Pokemon, if you get a sub up on a switch, if you force a switch and you nasty plot, then you're going to have insane wall breaking power, basically you're better than Mega Gardevoir now at wall breaking. This means things like Chansey can't really switch in safely because fearing Psyshock, so it's going to be a very, very potent wall breaker, kind of promoting an offensive push towards the current metagame, but it is also checked because it's really slow. And you have like knockoff run around everywhere, like I said. And so yeah, that's Mega Beeheyem. If you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like, as it really does help show support for this specific series, because this specific series does take a lot of work, a lot of Photoshop doing, and wizardry, and all that great stuff. Additionally, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which is, would you guys like to see a Mega Beeheyem? And what do you guys think about this specific Mega Evolution? Would you guys like to see anything different about it? And so on and so forth, all those great shenanigans. And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.